before they met on this Euro tour, which is ironic because like they live in the same country but then they meet in another country. Let's see. Scene I would rewatch immediately. I crossed out because there isn't one. Okay, story score. So out of 10, I would give it a 7. As I mentioned, there's movies I've enjoyed more. That's just me telling the truth, okay? If I'm honest. So yeah, that's story review for those who just need to know the facts and the things that to look out for and like the reasons to watch. I honestly do think it's definitely worth a watch, and I think it's a beautiful movie. As I said, it's just a preference thing that I'll give it a 7 as opposed to the ratings that others would probably give it maybe a little bit higher. But I think a lot of people generally give it a higher rating just simply because of the fact that they have emotional connections with the movie. A lot of people have emotional connections with the movie because they watched it at a time. I watched it late, and I'd already experienced so much other like Indian cinema before watching this movie. So I think because of where it was placed in my like watching journey, I don't think it had the veneration that I think a lot of people would put on it. I have a lot of friends who love this movie. But yeah, I'm like, it's fine. It's nice. It's nice. It's a good movie. But yeah, okay. So now we're going to get into some nitty gritties. Okay, so character breakdown. So as I've already told you guys, the main characters are Shah Rukh Khan as Raj Malhotra. He is a wealthy, carefree British Indian NRI, non-resident Indian, who falls in love with Simran. Duh. Okay, so his role in the story is literally that. Did I like him? Shaky, if I'm honest. Most memorable moment, his soliloquies. Hey, this man could soliloquy. For those who don't know what a soliloquy is, it's a speech where someone just talks by themselves. It's one of my favorite words I learned in high school English is soliloquy. Because I love a good soliloquy. Like, this is a little bit off topic, but you know who does a good soliloquy? Papa Pope in Scandal. That man can do a speech, brother. That man can do a speech. So I love a good soliloquy. Raja's soliloquies, top notch. Top notch. Character rating, I'd probably give him a 6. If I'm honest, I'm not sure if I really liked the character. If I'm honest, he redeemed himself, but I don't know if the redemption redeemed the way it needed to redeem. You get? Anyway, moving on. Next character, we have Kajol as Simran Singh, the traditional romantic British Indian woman raised in a strict household who falls in love with Raj. Role in the story is exactly that. Did I like her? Yeah, man, she was cool. Most memorable moment, yeah, she does some mean looks into the distance. I literally wrote that down. Anyway, character rating, I'd give her a 6. She was a bit shaky to me too, if I'm honest. The main characters were they were cool. Anyway, Simran's family. So, going into Simran's family, Amrish Puri as Chaudhry Baldev Singh. That's Simran's dad, the traditional father who values Indian culture above all. Role in the story is to do exactly that. Did I like him? Yeah, man, he was cool. Most memorable moment, I think, was that man when he's angry. Jeez, he's scary. My word. Character rating, I'd probably give him like a... Honestly, I think I liked him more than I liked Raj. Did I? I'm gonna give him like a 7. Farida Jalal as Lajwanti Laju Singh. She is Simran's affectionate, understanding mother. Role in the story was exactly to do that. Did I like her? Actually, honestly, I think she's probably my favorite character of all of them. She probably gets the highest rating. Most memorable moment as... Now, the most memorable moment is actually a combo of 2 moments, because at the beginning, she encourages Simran in terms of this beautiful romantic, there's this moment where Simran describes her perfect dream man, and her mom encourages her and is yes girl, dream, think about the beautiful things, you know what I'm saying? Really encourages her, which is crazy for a traditional Indian mother, especially in this type of character, to encourage that type of thinking in a girl, right? But then you have the alternative, which is in part 2, where she discusses the fact that she's given up so much. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, she's given up so much for the men in her, like, it's like she's a juxtaposition. She's the embodiment of like the effects of the patriarchy, as well as, but like, you know, a modern woman. Like, it's just this nice, it's an interesting commentary. You know what I'm saying? If I was the type to do a commentary, I'd do it on her. Her character is quite interesting. Next we have Pooja Raparel, Rajeshwari Chutki Singh. So that's the actress who plays Chutki Singh, which is Simran's little witty younger sister. She's one of those, you know, those zingy, fun characters. Role in the story is literally just to be the zinger. You know what I'm saying? Just hit the peeps with the comments. Did I like her? Yes. I feel though that I think they didn't use her enough. I could have done more of her. Most memorable moment is, when she literally reads Simran's betrothed for filth. Like, straight up. Like, she reads what's his name? Hold on, what's his name? Kuljit. She reads Kuljit for filth. Like, she's just like, sorry, this is my name. This is how you say it. Please don't call me whatever. Like, I was like, yes, tell him. Anyway, character rating. I'm probably also, like, I think I gave Mom like an 8. I'm gonna give Chutki's probably gonna get like she also gets an 8. I just wish they'd used them all. Okay, Achala Sachdev plays Simran's grandmother, the family matriarch residing in Punjab. Role in the story was missing her son and seeking, confirmation of Simran's happiness. The funny thing though is, I'm like, in terms of that, obviously this is me describing based on if you've watched the movie or not. The interesting about that is, I'm like, you want to know if she's happy, but in this situation, granted she's old, so I'm also like, you know, she's like, arranged marriage is a duh. You get me? So, yeah. Anyway, did I like her? Yeah, I mean, she was fine. Most memorable moment, her dying scene, because she died seeing Simran as a bride. The only ting though is, I'm like, she died seeing Simran as a bride, not to the men she was ending up with. So I was also like, that wasn't as clean as it could have been, because you get me, like, her whole thing was Simran needs to be a bride. I'm like, it would have been more impactful if she died seeing Simran as the bride to the guy she was supposed to marry. But also, this movie took a long time to get there. But we'll get to that. Okay. Who's next? Himani Shivpuri as Kamu Kaur, which is Simran's lively unmarried maternal aunt. Role in the story is to be the spinster. That was her whole job. But she's quite vibes. Like, she was a vibe. Did I like her house? Yes, I liked her. Most memorable moment, I think, is when there's a bit of a side story with her and Roger's dad. Clock it. Yappa. Yeah, clock it. There's a side story there, and I liked that for her. You know what I'm saying? It was a vibe. It was interesting. It was cool to watch. Most memorable moment was exactly that little side story between her and Roger's dad. Character rating, I'd give her a 6. Actually, maybe a 5. She just wasn't present enough. Okay, let's go into Roger's family. Roger's family literally consists of one person. Anupam Kher, which is Dharamveer Malhotra. I'm saying that wrong. Raja's liberal, extremely supportive and fun-loving father. I actually circled extremely because he really is very supportive. Raj failed, guys. He didn't fail, but he didn't do well at school. He failed. And his dad was like, yeah, sure, go on a Euro tour, my baby. You can take over the company, you come back. I was just like... Anyway, role in the story is to honestly just be like Raj's number one cheerleader. That's his job. Did I like him? Yeah, I did. He was funny. I would give him the same as I was give the auntie. I feel like, yeah, I mean, he did some things. I'm gonna give him a 6. Most memorable moment, ironically his most memorable moment is not falling for the auntie. I think his most memorable moment is when he turned serious, because a lot of the time he was quite funny and stuff. Like, he had a serious scene in there, 1 or 2 serious, like real serious scenes, and I was like, you go ahead. Because this actor, Anupam Kher, is a brilliant actor, guys. Yo, like, I watched a few serious like Bollywood movies in my time. This man can act, brother. I mean, they all can act, but like, that's one, yeah, he's got it. Alright, let's talk about Kuljit's family. Now, Kuljit I did not mention because he was Simran's betrothed, and obviously we know that they don't end up together. But Kuljit's family is the family of Simran's dad's homie, who says, yo, my kids of age, your kids of age, let's get them married like we promised. Yeah. So that's who Kuljit is. Kuljit is the guy that Simran was going to marry. We know that she doesn't. Gotcha. So first we have Parmeet Sethi, who plays Kuljit Singh, which is literally Baldev's friend's arrogant son who is arranged to marry Simran. That was his role in the story, to be the second male lead. Did I like him? I don't think I was supposed to. Like, I feel like in the beginning I was fine with him. I think the thing I've always had a thing about when it comes to like romantic movies or movies where like romance is the thing, I'm always like, we don't give a lot of grace to the person who was already chosen. Do you get me? Like, the person who gets left at the altar, the person who gets dumped for the person you love ultimately. You get what I'm saying? I feel like they did Kuljit a little dirty. Granted, he was a bit of a dick at the end. Not gonna lie. I was like, you deserve this, dude. Like, do you get me? Like, there were moments where I was like, dog, they did you dirty, dog. But then I was like, but then you also... And then there was that whole like fighting thing. I was like, Kuljit, I can't be on your team, dog. I was trying to kind of give you an argument, but now I can't. So yeah. Anyway, so as a result, it was that. Most memorable moment, the beatdown. They showed up to give Raj. Oh, guys, that's the reason I had to change my mind about defending Kuljit as a person. Kuljit, beat down they gave Raj. Yo. That fight was a fight, guys. They beat him. He beat. As a result, character rating 4. Satish Shah, which is Ajit Singh, which is Baldev's old childhood friend and Kuljit's father, the one that was like, yo, homie, come bring your daughter, let's get them married like we promised. Role in the story was to be Kuljit's dad. Did I like him? He was like, most memorable moment, can't remember, so I guess there wasn't one. Character rating, I'd probably give him like a 3. He was there. I mean, he did have like he was a pivotal person, but I don't know he was as pivotal as like the characters I just mentioned before. Mandira Bedi as Preeti Singh. This is Kuljit Sita who secretly develops a crush on Raj. Now her, like her whole role in the story was just to be like the quiet, shy younger sister who just falls for the main lead type of vibe. She's technically our second female lead, but she's not, because there isn't a second female lead technically in the storyline. But like, I liked her. Flip, and she's pretty. Oh, she's pretty. Mandira Bedi, man, what? Gorgeous. Anyway, did I like her? Yeah, I did. I think she was very cute. Most memorable moment is just, like I said, I think the thing I really enjoyed was just her crush. Like, it was so... it was so cute. Like, how shy she was and stuff. Like, her crush was just adorable. Character rating, honestly, I'm gonna give her a 7. She wasn't that... She didn't do much. But I liked her. And this is my opinion. Cool. So, friends and cameos. So, let's go into the less... effectual people. I'm not going to do as much with these guys because they were just there to do jobs. So we have Karan Johar as Rocky, Arjun Samblok as Robbie, Anaita Shroff Adajania as Sheena. So Karan Johar, Rocky and Robbie are Raj's friends on the Euro tour. Aneta Shroff Adjania is Sheena. Actually, there was another friend or two. I guess they cut them. So that's Simran's friend, who also joins on the trip. So they were cool. They did the jobs of being who they needed to be. Cast review. Favorite character, Raj's dad. Actually, I think I'm changing my mind on that. I said Raj's dad, but actually I think my favorite character was, what's her name? Yeah, actually no, Raj's dad. He's quite cool, actually. No, but who got my highest rating? Auntie. Can't remember. It is what it is. I can change my mind. Least favorite character, Simran's mom. Guys, I wrote this at a different time, but we're here now. Best acting performance. Honestly, Shah Rukh Khan killed it. He really did. That man can act, guys. Shah Rukh Khan. Best to do it, still doing it. You get me? Not best because you can't really call a goat in Bollywood like that because yay, all of them on it. Strongest supporting character, Simran's dad, because that man can also act. Yay, that man can act. Best character arc, I think, was... I said Simran's dad in my script. I'm actually going to change my mind. I'm going to say Simran's mom. Overall character score for all of them, I'm going to give them all an 8 type of vibe. And I say this just because, like, I feel like every single character served their purpose and their role. Like, there wasn't... I don't think anybody was a waste of a character. Everybody did what they came to do and served the purpose of the storyline the way they were supposed to. Alright, now, songs and music. This is a whole thing, right? Because with songs and music, like, when it comes to Bollywood movies, you need to understand that the songs are a character of their own. They get their own vibe, okay? So, let me just go ahead and give you a little bit of what's going on with the songs. Now, my song rating, so combined song runtime. So I also just want to, for the people who are watching and wanting to save time, the songs take up 38 minutes of the movie. So about, if it's 3 hours, a tenth of the movie is songs, which is about, it's 20%, 21%. I actually made the AI calculate the percentage. There are 7 songs in total. Some of them do get a reprise. I do want that noted because I feel like that might not be like mentioned in what was going on here. Now, each song had its own stuff going on that was important. You get what I'm saying? First one, okay, I'm just going to give you my song ratings and then we're going to jump into each song. So, the order of the songs that I was like, well, you know what? So, I think my best song was number 4, Teja Dekato. Tuje Dekato. I like that song. The one where Raj shows up in India. Shame. Song is nice. Of the songs, that was my number 1. That's the one that got a 10 out of 10 for me. Favorite moments in the song is the black outfits with Raj and Simran in the sequence. Nice. But it's the song that plays the little like future together. I just like that song, bro. It was a vibe. Would I listen to the song outside of? Yes, and I have. Many times. One of the main core memories about this movie that I know that it might actually not be about the movie. It might just be that I have the songs in my playlists because I listen to the music independent of the movies a lot of it. Okay, so that was my number 1. My second one was Mendi Laga Ke Rakha, which I gave a 9 out of 10. What happens in the song is it's a song sang by Raj at Simran's engagement to Kuljit. It's very messy, but good song. Favorite moment in the song, the voices. Also, so during my Bollywood phase, I was absolutely in love with one of the voices, and one of those voices is the best to do it, Sononika. Yo! Guys, you wanna hear a nice Bollywood movie? Pull up the name Sono Nigam. and enjoy. That man has sung some of the hittiest of hits. The Bollywood greats, the classics, that man sang them. I saw him live, my brother. And I danced through the whole concert. It's the best. It's the best. Flip, I love Sona Nigam. I love Sona Nigam so much. Oh my gosh. I'm a fan girl. I would watch Sona Nigam again. Whoa. Any day, bruh. Someone was like, let's go to a Sona Nigam concert. I'm there. Don't ask me questions. I'm there. Anyway, so favorite moment is the voices. Yes, because Sona Nigam, duh. I can recognize his voice like without even thinking about it. Because actually, I think I did. Would I listen to the song outside of this movie? Yes, I would. Okay, so that was my number 2. Number 3 was number 6, which is Mere Kabon Me. What happens in the song? Can't remember. I didn't write it down. Anyway, I gave the song an 8 out of 10. And I think... I do. There we go. Okay, the song is literally just Raj being rich. And Simran singing about her dream man. I gave the song an 8 out of 10 because arguably the most popular song to me. I sang along. And most memorable moment of the song is him chasing after the plane for no reason. Because the makers of the movie were like, let's just spend money. Because really, what was that scene? Other than let's spend money. Truly. Other than let's spend money. Anyway. I had a side note. Yes, so like, I already mentioned it, but I was like, the way she is talking in the song, like, I'm so confused at how her mom was just out here just encouraging this, because this is so far from what a conservative thinking would be. But yeah, anyway, to answer the question, would I listen to the song again? Yeah, props for nostalgia. Okay, going back to next song. So Mere Kabon Me was number 6. Number 1. The next song in the rankings is Gar Aja Pardesi. Now, the thing about this song is that I think it plays 2 times during the course of the movie. What happens during the song? It's the flashback to Punjab that Simran's dad has type of vibe, and then it comes. I think this song is referenced in Veer Zara, the movie, which also impeccable, so good. I think it's referenced in Veer Zara. I think because it sounded like I've heard this song before, type vibe. So I think so. Anyway, so I gave it an 8 out of 10 because it took me to Veer Zara. I don't think it's because of the song in this movie. I think it's because of the Veer Zara reference. Even though Veer Zara is a newer movie to this movie. But granted, that's a lot of what happens. Actually, I feel like it happens in all forms of wood, Nollywood, Bollywood, Hollywood, where people reference old movies. But the thing about Bollywood, though, is because it's so ingrained and so, like, people, like genuinely love their movies and they're part of kind of like their history and their culture. A reference is like an ode type of thing. So I think it was an ode to this movie in Veer Zara, I think. So that being said, that's why it was number 4 on my rankings. Number 5 on my rankings was number 3, which is Rukja Dil Divana. Oh yes. So Richard Dil Divana, what happens in the song? So during the song, this is when Simran gets jealous of Raj hitting on her friend Sheena. I think, yeah, it's Sheena. And then she, and Raj is like, I can play the piano, I can sing, hana. And then Simran's like, to embarrass him, introduces him to the party and says, hey, this man can sing. And then he embarrasses her back and sings. Song rating, I would give it a 7. Favorite moment in the song is when the waiters drink the wine, because I was like, why? But yeah, the waiters drink the wine, obviously they're background dancers, whatever, but I was just like, what was the purpose of that exercise other than to drink wine? Yeah, we're just looking for an opportunity, and I'm here for it. Okay, would I listen to it outside of the movie? Honestly, nah, because they were real hits from this movie, bro. Truly. Real hits. Yeah. Nah. Okay, so that's number 5 in the rankings. Number 6 in the rankings is number 7. Ho Gaya Hai Tujhko To Pyar Sachna. What happens in this movie is when Simran and Raj say goodbye at the London station, she asks for his address. He says, I want to come. Okay, I can't remember. But anyway, she asks for his address and he says no, I think. From what I remember. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, the movie was 6. I mean, the rating out of 10, I gave it a 6. Favorite moment in the song? Can't remember. I mean, this is the song where they realize they fell in love with each other. So, actually, I think, no, Raj realizes he fell in love with her earlier. She realizes she fell in love with him around about now. So, would I listen to it outside of the movie? No. I didn't even bother to answer the question. That's awkward. Anyway. Okay, so that's number 7. And then last, the song that got the least ranking out of all of them. Zara Sa Jum Lun Me. Okay, what happens in this one? Oh yeah, this is the song where Simran gets lit on cognac and drives Raj crazy all over town in a red dress because lit. Also, I asked myself, how long does this girl stay drunk, by the way? It's fun reading a script you wrote a while ago, hey? Because you're just like, what was I thinking? Anyway. So, anyway, ranking for the song was 5 out of 10. Favorite moment of the song was the dress. That dress was bad. Would I listen to it? No. It's telling the truth. Okay, so, music awards, everybody. Best song, I would give to number 4, my number 1 in the ranking. Most emotional song was song number 1. Okay, so actually, let me say, best song is Tujhe Dekha To. Most emotional song is Kar Aja Perdesi. Best dance number was Rukja U Dil Divana. Or Dil Divana. Most visual song, going back to number 1, my number 1, Tujhe Dekha To. Most replayable song, ironically, is number 5, which is Mendi Laga Ke Rakna, because it's a banger. Also, Sonenegam. And then weakest song was my least favorite song, which was number 2, Zara Sa Jum Lun Me. Again, pronunciation, I apologize. Music verdict. Did the songs help the story? Yes, but they were long. Oh, were they long. Did the songs feel unnecessary? Did any of the songs feel unnecessary? No. There is a replay there that I'm like, but it felt like it fit into the story. Overall song ranking, honestly, I'll give them an 8. And they were carried mostly by my 2 favorites, because there was a 10 in that group. Okay. Now, the last little bits that I feel like I need to share with you guys. Yeah, this is not important. So, I think my key takeaways from this movie. Do I want to do fun facts and stuff? Maybe let's do fun facts before we do my key takeaways. Okay, so a couple of fun facts about the movie. So cultural discovery corner. So one of the things I did actually want to do is I wanted to go back and talk about the things I learned about Indian culture as a result of watching the movie, because I am not Indian in any format. So what did I learn? Why was I here? Was I just here to entertain myself, or did I learn something? Get me? So I answered a couple questions. One of them was, what traditions appeared what is that chant? Fasting. Flip. I don't know if I wrote this right. Koviwa chant. So fasting for the health of your husband until the moon appears. I don't think I wrote that correctly. But yeah. So the fast that you do for your husband until the moon appears, or your beloved until the moon appears. I've seen that a couple times in movies. It's actually quite romantic and beautiful. Any wedding customs? There was choosing an auspicious day for the wedding with the priest. So that's a thing. Any food I noticed, the sweetmeats. Oh, guys, I haven't had a good gulab jam in a while. It's my favorite sweetmeat, by the way. Money. I wonder if I can order them. I feel like they come in a tin. I'll put that on the list because, guys, when I say I can eat, and I have eaten like 5 of them back to back. A jumbo. Don't leave me alone in a room with a jumbo. Not the coconut ones though. Please, take me serious. Not the coconut ones. Huh? Gulab jam without the coconut. I understand that the coconut, not the coconut. But like, leave me in a room with gulab jam by itself. It's happened before. One of my best friends left me in a room with gulab jam and I ate like 5. While I was supposed to be helping her prep them. Back to back. Without even thinking about it. They're so good. Also, she added a little something that made it creamy. Like, I was just like, girl, this is delicious. Anyway, so yeah. Any clothing that I think stood out? I think the contrast between Simran's generation and her parents' generation is quite interesting. Anything else? I think that's it. I think the biggest thing that this movie taught me about India was just, I don't know if it taught me anything like huge about India that I didn't already know, if I'm honest with you. I think it was more reminding me of things, if I tell you the truth. But I'm going to be asking these questions of myself every time. There's a couple of them in this question section. Okay, so fun facts and behind the scenes, a couple things that if you do want to know a little bit of fun facts about the movie. Let's see, the budget was 4 crore. I don't know what crore is, but what it grossed at the box office, because I forgot to convert that, but 102 crore is equivalent. Oh, okay, so it's about $4 million. Yeah. So 102 million dollars international initial worldwide gross. Indian box office, it earned roughly just under that. It was the highest grossing Bollywood film in 1995. Overseas box office, it actually raked in quite a bit, about 4.8 million, which is a lot. And that's the reason it's one of those movies that's known as like an international, like if you're going to talk Bollywood, you need to talk about DDLJ. Awards won. It won the National Film Awards. It won 10 Filmfare Awards. Best Film to Yash Chopra, Best Director to Aditya Chopra, Best Actor to Shah Rukh Khan, Best Actress to Kajol, Best Supporting Actress to Farida Jalal, Best Comedian to Anupam Kher, Best Lyricist to Anand Bakshi for Tujhe Dekha To, Clock. Best Male Playback Singer to Udit Narayan for Mendi Laga Ke Rakna, Best Screenplay, Best Dialogue. So yeah, I just raked in the awards. Interesting production facts. The crew's proposal. So Aditya Chopra initially envisioned a cross-cultural romance wanting to approach Tom Cruise for the lead role of Raj Malhotra. But Yash Chopra actually said, don't do that. Keep it Indian-centric. Tom Cruise was supposed to be in this movie. Who knew? The rejection. Saif Ali Khan was officially offered the role of Raj first, but he turned it down. Shah Rukh Khan was also highly hesitant initially, as he preferred doing dark anti-hero movies like Dar and Bazigar over romantic roles. Imagine. And then look at where we are. Okay, the antagonist pivot. The aggressive role of Kuljit was originally offered to Arman Kohli. Actor Parmiteti went out of his way to buy boots and vests to audition specifically for it, completely winning over the director. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Fast writing. Debutante director Aditya Chopra completed the entire script of DDLJ in a swift span of 3 to 4 weeks. Damn! Come on! Filming challenges, Swiss free. So it was in Switzerland, I was right. Iconic outdoor song sequences in Switzerland required shooting in sub-zero temperatures. Kajol had to shoot Zara Sa Jumlunme wearing thin, short green dress while navigating real snow and freezing winds. Makes sense, because I was also like, so what was this singing? Maris Code. Okay. Mustard Field Logistics. The iconic Tuje Deka tour sequence was shot in Gurgaon, Haryana. Hey guys, my pronunciation will be better. The crew faced massive crowd control issues as thousands of local villagers lined up daily to see Shah Rukh Khan and Kajol stalling the schedule multiple times. Duh, because they were already famous by then, I think. Yeah, they were already famous by then. Okay, famous behind-the-scenes stories, the unscripted drop. In the closing moments of the song Rukja Ul Dil Divana, Raj drops Simran on the floor. Aditya secretly instructed Sharik to drop Kajol without telling her beforehand, so she would look genuine shock and scream on the screen. Would be 100% real. Ha! Choreographer clash. Legendary choreographer Saroj Khan had creative differences with Aditya Chopra during early schedules. She was abruptly replaced at the last minute with Farah Khan, which served as a massive early break for Farah's career, because Farah Khan is amazing. She does a lot. Okay, leather jacket. The black leather jacket worn by Shah Rukh Khan throughout the film was bought at a Harley Davidson store in London by actor Uday Chopra for roughly $400. Any industry impact the movie had, the NRI blueprint. DDLJ completely revolutionized how the Indian diaspora, non-resident Indians, were portrayed. Instead of being westernized villains who lost their culture, NRIs are shown as heroes who maintain deep Indian core values, Dilwale, permanently shifting Bollywood's global marketing focus to international audiences. Tourist boom. The film single-handedly turned Switzerland into the ultimate dream vacation destination for millions of middle-class Indians, fundamentally transferring European holiday tour packages forever. By the way, I didn't read these. As you can tell, I'm also here with you. Unprecedented longevity. DDLJ holds the undisputed world record for the longest running film in theatrical history. It has been screened daily at Maratha Mandir Theatre in Mumbai for 30 consecutive years. Yeah, it's good enough. Makes sense. Okay, so I guess the last thing before I give you guys my... Oh yeah, these are actually my thoughts. Okay, so Teenage Tracy score. So obviously we're doing Teenage Tracy versus Adult Tracy. Teenage Tracy score, she gave the movie a 9 from what I remember. I think she really enjoyed it. Also, I think I was so into the culture at the time. I was just like, the fact that I was watching this movie was like me like coming of age. Adult Tracy would give it an 8 because I'm like, why are the scores different? If I'm honest, I'm grown and I've watched a lot more content since, if I'm honest, and that's pretty much it. Nostalgia score, I'd give it a 10. Pure enjoyment, I'd give it a 7. Bollywood energy, like that magic that that movie gives, I'll give it a 10 because it's a classic. I can't argue with it being a classic. How much I liked it is up to me, but whether it's a classic or not, that's not an argument. Yeah, I think that's us. Final thoughts on the movie now that I've watched DDLJ. Honestly, guys, it's worth the watch. It's really enjoyable, and I really enjoyed watching it again, man. It tickled me. I had a great time. It was fun. I truly do think that I'm a little bit more jaded than I was when I watched it the first time around. So I don't think but that's just me being older type of vibe. I've seen a lot more life than back then, even though I don't look like I have. Anyway, sorry. I don't know why that was a thing. Anyway, that being said, everybody, thank you for sitting through that. I quite enjoyed doing it. And yeah, that wasn't as scary as I expected it to be. My script was so long that I was worried it would take me forever, and it didn't take me forever. So just goes to show, guys. What if it all works out? Anyway, everybody, thank you so much for watching and listening to a potential podcast with Tracy. I pray this podcast and I live up to our potential. Okay, I love you. Bye.